At 10,000 feet above the ground, a machine made of wood and fabric trembled violently in the freezing air. And for the first time in human history, the world suddenly became smaller. For thousands of years, crossing oceans took months. Entire civilizations lived and died without ever seeing another continent. In the early 1900s, the fastest way to travel was still by horse, train, or ship. The idea of flying through the sky sounded impossible to many people, almost dangerous enough to challenge nature itself. But in a small bicycle shop in Dayton, two brothers believed humans were meant to fly. Orville Wright and Wilbur Wright weren't wealthy inventors or famous scientists. They studied birds, built gliders, and spent years failing in silence. Every crash taught them something. Every broken wing pushed them closer to solving one of humanity's oldest dreams. The real challenge wasn't just getting off the ground. It was controlling an aircraft once it was in the air. Many inventors before them had built flying machines that could briefly lift off, but none could truly steer them safely. Then came December 17th, 1903, on the windy sands of Kitty Hawk. The brothers launched a fragile aircraft called the Wright Flyer. For just 12 seconds, it stayed in the air and traveled 120 feet. By modern standards, it sounds tiny, but in that moment, history split into two eras: the world before flight and the world after it. What happened next transformed humanity faster than almost any invention before it. Airplanes turned distant nations into neighbors. Families could reunite across oceans in hours instead of months. Businesses expanded globally. Emergency aid could reach disaster zones quickly. During wars, aircraft changed military strategy forever, for better and for worse. And eventually, commercial aviation opened the skies to ordinary people, not just explorers or the rich. But here's something many people don't know. The Wright brothers' first flight was so short that some newspapers ignored it completely. A few editors believed the story was exaggerated. Even after proving powered flight was possible, many people still doubted them. It would take years before the world fully understood what had happened on that cold beach in North Carolina. Today, over 100,000 flights take off around the world every single day. Airplanes carry students, workers, tourists, medicine, food, and ideas across continents almost instantly. Modern aviation shaped globalization, international culture, and even the way we think about distance itself. A trip that once required months of dangerous sea travel can now happen while watching a movie and drinking coffee above the clouds. And maybe that's the most incredible part of all. The airplane didn't just change transportation, it changed human connection. It allowed strangers from opposite sides of the planet to meet, trade, learn, and understand each other in ways previous generations could never imagine. The next time you see an airplane crossing the sky, remember, it all began with two brothers, a wooden machine, and 12 seconds that changed the world forever. What do you think has had the bigger impact on humanity? The invention of the airplane or the invention of the internet? If you enjoy fact-based stories that reveal how inventions shaped our world, consider liking the video, subscribing, and joining the conversation in the comments. And if you want to continue the journey, check out the next video on how another invention completely transformed global communication, because the story of the modern world didn't stop with flight.